Let's get ready to hear our story. We are coming close to the mystery of Easter. There are many ways to get ready to come close to this great mystery. Some things we do at church, and there are some things we can do when we are away from church. One of the things we do away from church is we make Easter eggs. The trouble is, some people don't know why we make Easter eggs. They don't know the story. Let me tell you the story. Once there lived an old man and an old woman outside of the city of Jerusalem. They had everything they needed. They had a cow to give them milk. They had a garden to grow vegetables. And they had hens to lay eggs. Every morning, the old man would go to the hen house and say, "Good morning. May I have some of your eggs?" The hens didn't mind, and there were plenty. On the days where there were enough eggs left over after they ate, he would take the eggs into the city to sell them. One day, he took a basket full of eggs and he covered them with a white cloth, and he went into the city of Jerusalem to sell his eggs. He walked in through the high gate and down a narrow stone street. As he got closer to one of the wider streets, there was a great crowd of people. But the people were strangely quiet. The man pushed through the crowd so that he could see what was happening. The Roman soldiers were walking 3 men through the city to be crucified outside of the city walls. The men were carrying heavy wooden crosses that they would be nailed to. One of the men stumbled as the old man watched. He couldn't help it. He came out from the crowd and he caught the beam before it hit the man. Together, they carried the beam outside of the city. The old man stayed all afternoon. He stayed until it got dark and it began to rain. He watched the mother and the others. They watched the man in the middle. Finally, he died. They took him down from the cross, and they were going to take him to a stone tomb to be buried. The old man did not follow. He went back into the city. As he was walking, he remembered his eggs. What had he done with them? And he remembered he set them down when he went to help the man. He walked back to the place. How could they be there? People were hungry and eggs were precious. When he got back to the place where he'd set his basket down, he looked like a joke, did not expect it to be there. But the basket was there. The man rubbed his eyes and looked again. There was the basket. The white cloth was still in the basket, but the old man thought, surely the eggs are gone. He looked in under the basket, and he could not believe it. He pulled out an egg, and it was colorful and beautiful with lines and patterns. He looked inside at the other eggs. They were all in there, colorful with lines and patterns, as if they were trying to tell the story of what happened that day. When the old man told the story of what happened, people began to color Easter eggs. Some people don't know why we color eggs, but now you do. Now you can make your own Easter eggs. We have these patterns here that tell part of the story that you can trace. This key tells you what each of the symbols mean and represent. Down here tells you what each of the colors mean, and you can tell your story, how you hear it, and how you remember it, and make your own Easter eggs.